Have you ever felt like your town was hiding something, a secret buried so deep, no one dares to even whisper its name? In my town, that feeling is as real as the pavement under your feet. It's a place where picket fences hide more than just gardens, and the friendly smiles of neighbors might conceal a shared, silent pact every single night. Without fail, at the stroke of midnight, something happens. The streetlights don't just dim, they pulse, like a weak heartbeat. The wind, no matter how fiercely it was blowing moments before, just stops. The world holds its breath, and for a few seconds, time itself seems to freeze. The old-timers just shake their heads and say, "It's always been this way." They'll tell you not to stare, not to ask questions, just get inside before midnight. They warn, their eyes holding a shadow you can't quite place. But I couldn't just let it go. I had to know. My search led me to the dusty attic of the town's old library, a place forgotten by everyone else. Tucked away in a decaying wooden chest, under a pile of moth-eaten maps, I found it, a small, leather-bound diary. The pages were brittle, the ink faded, but the words told a story that made my blood run cold. It wasn't written by just anyone. It was the diary of the town's founder from over 100 years ago. He wrote about a pact, a deal made to protect the town from a catastrophe, a great sorrow that was destined to wipe it off the map. He described a ritual performed under a celestial alignment that would trap that moment of devastation in a time loop, replaying it for a harmless few seconds every night at midnight. That flicker of the lights, the sudden silence, sits not just a strange quirk. It's the ghost of a tragedy that never happened, held at bay by a century-old secret. The diary explained that the town's tranquility, its very existence, depends on this secret being kept. The energy of the loop is fragile, sustained by the collective, unspoken agreement of its residents. If the outside world were to find out, if the delicate balance were to be shattered by disbelief or interference, the loop could break. And if it breaks, the catastrophe that was frozen in time would be unleashed upon us, all at once. Suddenly, the strange behavior of the townsfolk made sense. The warnings, the averted gazes, the insistence on being indoors at midnight, it wasn't suspicion, it was protection. They weren't hiding a crime. They were guardians of a fragile peace, a heavy burden passed down through generations. Every night they silently honor the pact that keeps them safe. Now, this diary, this heavy, terrible truth, is in my hands. The weight of it is crushing. I look out my window at the peaceful streets, at the children playing in their yards, at the neighbors waving hello, and I see them all in a new light. They are living on borrowed time, in a bubble of safety that could pop at any moment. And I'm the one holding the pin. I have a choice to make, and neither path feels right. I could share this story with the world. I could become famous. The person who uncovered the midnight anomaly, scientists and journalists would flock here, and the truth, whatever its consequences, would be out. Our town would become a global phenomenon, a scientific curiosity. But I see the founder's desperate scrawl in the diary, warning that exposing the secret would be our doom. It would be like waking a sleeping giant. Or I could do what generations before me have done. I could put the diary back in its dusty chest, lock it away, and carry this secret with me to my grave. I could become one of them, a silent guardian of our town's fragile peace. I would live my life knowing that our safety hangs by a thread, a secret that I now help to keep. I would watch the lights flicker every night and know the terrifying truth they hide. The choice is between the truth and our survival, between the world knowing and my home continuing to exist. What would you do? Would you risk everything for the truth, or would you sacrifice the truth to protect everyone you've ever known? This decision will define the rest of my life and the future of this town. Either way, things will never be the same again. Thank you for listening. Let me know what you think in the comments.